Yamata no Orochi, the story of the Eight Banners Great Snake. Also known as Orochi for short. This is a snake-like creature and one of the most terrifying in Japanese Shinto. Yamata no Orochi is described as a giant snake with 9 heads. The bowl here is 8 places where each branch is separated into a head, or has 8 heads, 8 tails and 8 pairs of fire-red eyes. Orochi's giant body is described as spanning 8 valleys and 8 hills. It was camouflaged with moss, cypress and cedar trees on its back, so it looked no different from a normal mountain range. The origin of this 8-headed snake originates from when the god Izanami gave birth to the fire god Kagutsuchi and burned to death. Izanagi is the male god who formed ancient Japan by using the divine spear Aim no Nubuki to stir into the ocean, creating 8 islands that formed ancient Japan. Too angry at his wife's death, God Izanagi pulled out his sword and cut Kagutsuchi into 8 pieces. Those body pieces turned into 8 volcanoes surrounding Japan. After being slashed, Kagutsuchi's aura flew to the heavens and became the fire god, while the resentment caused by hatred for the father who killed him accumulated in 8 volcanoes, erupting once every 100 years, causing plunging humanity into deadly calamity. 8 lava flows of 8 volcanoes merged and became the giant 8-headed snake Orochi. It is said that its 8 heads correspond to 8 human sins: filial piety, faithlessness, ignorance, insensitivity, sinister, rashness, lust. According to the Japanese epic Kojiki, when the god Susa no O left the fairy world, he came to Earth to find his sister Amaterasu to admit his mistake, because the two had previously quarreled. When he arrived in Izumo district, he met the Kuni couple. Su Kami near the source of the golden stream was crying like crazy. Susa no O asked clearly the reason. The native couple told him about the annual tribute ceremony to Orochi with their own daughters, and that year was the last year the Snake King needed the 8th daughter. Their name is Kushi Anada Haim. Susa no O immediately asked Kushi Anada Haim to marry him, then turned her into a comb and placed it in her hair so Orochi wouldn't sniff it out. Knowing that he was not an equal opponent for the Snake King, he asked his wife's family to make wine at a concentration 8 times higher than normal, then divided it into 8 jars and stacked it around the door to the house, waiting for Orochi to come and take the offering. When the 8 snakeheads dived in to drink and got drunk, the brave man rushed out and finished cutting off the 8 snakeheads. Later, he found from Orochi's tail the sword Ama no Murakumo no Tsurugi, also known as Kusanagi no Tsurugi. This sword was given to his sister Amaterasu to make peace. Another version recounts that when Susa no O slashed Orochi's tail, the sword broke. He searched and discovered strange ingredients from the tail of Yamata no Orochi. He took this material to make a sword from this tail to forge the legendary sword Ama no Murakumo no Tsurugi. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.